Hi everyone, welcome to the first one of tier 3. So we've got a few people on there, which is great. I'm just brewing my kettle, so I'm on for a few minutes just before. So get yourself a cup of tea. That's just what I'm doing. You can probably hear my kettle brewing away. Oh, we're all gone. My word, I've already lost a viewer. Just told him I was boiling the kettle and somebody's logged off. So we're all here. So just wait a couple of minutes, get your tea brewed, get yourself a nice bit of cake and biscuit, and welcome to my kitchen. We'll have a little chat in a minute. Kettle's coming. Hope you're all good. Difficult times. Not too bad though. Sure, we're all looking at a beautiful view wherever we are. So here we go. Now, of course, the big decisions we've got to start with. My kettle's just boiled. Is milk first or milk second? That could be one of the big arguments. And of course, the second thing today is what tea am I drinking? Today I've gone classic. I've just gone PG. I've just gone PG tips today. But over the weeks, we'll pick up on a few different cups of tea. You can suggest some teas if you like. You can drop those in the comments. What teas would you like me to have? I've got a bit of an array. I've got some fruit teas, decaf, if it all gets too much for me. So don't be afraid. Pop it in there. Send them in. We'll see what we've got. I'll just let my tea brew. We've got a minute before we go live, but we've got a few people on, which is great to see. A few thumbs up as well, which is very nice. I'm a milk second kind of guy. I won't show you my fridge. You really don't want to see that. There's quite a lot of Easter eggs still hanging around. Let's get my tea ready. I need a little bite to eat. People are coming on. That's good. Punctual. That is the best thing about that lockdown, you know. It's made us all very punctual. I don't think people are late for meetings anymore. Get rid of the tea bag. Give that a stir. We've all got tea. I might have a cheeky biscuit here as well. Who knows? Cheers. Nice cup of tea. My football team, Dulwich Hamlet, give the boys a bit of a shout out. Overall good. Oh, lovely. That sets me up. So we've just got a minute to go. I don't really want to start just before our appointed time. That gives me a chance to have a little nibble of my biscuit as well. Perfect. Hope you're not working too hard today. You've just taken this little 10 minutes out to have a little break. That's the best thing to do. Tea at 3. We're here every Tuesday and Thursday, and this is our first one, so thanks a lot for joining us. It's great. So there we go. Lovely, just what I need. I'd precariously bring my laptop into the kitchen. There's no BBC outside broadcast here, let me tell you. All right. We're right there at about 3 o'clock, so I think it's good to start. It's good to be punctual. It's good to start thinking about how we can stay positive in what are pretty difficult times for us all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of talk about some things that I think can help us professionally, and probably some stuff as well that can like help us at home as well. So just things that might be quite useful in our life. So the first little tip I'm going to give you is we can learn from the past. I think that's an important thing to stay positive. And what I mean by that is, you know, I've been at work for quite a long time, but I can remember a lot of things. You know, I remember 9/11, I remember 7/7, copious amount of bomb scares, attacks in London. And they all kind of really change the way you come to work, you act, you behave, all of those kind of things. But we come through those. So this is an important thing to remember right now. You know, there will be something coming out the back of it, and it could be the perfect thing for us. So look ahead, but equally remember some of the things that we've seen in the past that have impacted on us, and how we've changed and done things differently really helps us. Second thing, a little bit more of a personal tip, but it's been all over the press, but I'm going to emphasize it. But good deeds, do a good deed. It will make you feel better. It's a kind of a weird thing. You think surely that it can't be as simple as that. But we've probably all got an elderly neighbour, someone we haven't been in touch with for a long time. But just a knock on the door, just a post on social media can really help. And I'd kind of read this myself. We've all seen this. It's all over the place. But one of my neighbours, they have like a 5-year-old boy. And I was speaking to them, social distance, of course. But they said, oh, you know, it's an absolute nightmare. We can't get any cowpole anywhere. And when I was out shopping, I saw some cowpole. So I just bought it, like knocked on the door. Who is it? I said, I've just left some cowpole on the doorstep. Just saw it and thought, you know, you might need it. And, they kind of sent me a lovely message after. And it was just such a great thing to do, made me feel better. And so do those good deeds for neighbours, for family, for anyone. But make sure you do a good deed. And I promise you, it will make you feel that little bit better. Third thing, the days kind of blur. Somebody said to me recently that it feels like the days we're in at the moment, particularly over that Easter break, it feels like it's that period between Christmas and New Year where we're never sure exactly of the day. And so one of the things we want to do is kind of write down what we've achieved during the day. Just kind of keep that diary of things that you've achieved, no matter how big, no small. So you keep an idea on what's going on, what you've done, what you've achieved, and how beneficial it was to you. And I think that's good for both work and for play. Next thing, learn something new. Well, we've all been trying to do this, I think. There's probably guitars been dusted off. There's knitting needles come out. There's a whole host of things that we've learned, but we can learn new skills at work. Work for Hemsley Fraser. Of course, we're going to need new skills. So, of course, that's what we need. So we can learn those through things like this. And Hemsley Fraser has a host of other offerings that you can learn from our virtual site. So don't be afraid to learn something new, and then we can put it in place. Now, the next little bit, sip of tea. It's tea at 3 for everybody. The next thing is we've just got to slow down sometimes. Have that little cup of tea. Just slow down. The pace of life in some ways is slower, but in a lot of ways it's faster. There's messages, there's news coming in from everywhere. So it's important that we can just take a little breath and just see how we get on with this. So I thought I'd just throw a question out to you. Now, my question to you is, a friend of mine at a hotel, big old hotel, it's got 100 bedrooms, 100 bedrooms. And the rooms are quite simply numbered 1 to 100. Nice and simple. Well, he phoned me a few weeks ago and he said, do you know what? He said, all the 9s have fallen off the doors. So I've got to go to the hardware store and buy 9s. And my question to you is, how many 9s did he have to go and buy? So just think about that just for a minute. All the 9s have fallen off his doors. How many did he have to buy? Now, you're probably already coming up with an answer. Now, what I'd say is if you've come up with 11, you've not slowed down enough. The right answer is 20. Well, I'm upping it by 10 there. The right answer is 20. Now, if there's a few people going, 11? Well, it's quite simply, you probably forgot the 90, the 91, the 92, the 93, the 94, etc. Sometimes what we need to do is just slow down a little bit. That will help our positivity and it will help us get the right results. So don't be afraid to slow down. Next thing, big thing at the moment is exercise. We all get one piece of exercise. Doesn't matter whether we're on a bike, we're running. If you've got a dog, you might sneak a few more in. But it's about a little bit of exercise. And so make sure you enjoy that bit of exercise that you're allowed. A colleague of mine always talked about make sure you're taking everything, the sights, the smells, the sounds. And I think people are doing that more and more. They're doing that better now than ever before. I think that's what they're doing well, but do it better. Really focus. What do you see? What do you see growing? What scents do you smell? What do you notice about the environment you're in? So take all of that in. Enjoy your exercise, whatever you're choosing to do. Next point. Stay in touch. Stay in touch with people. One thing I've noticed, I'm on a bit of social media like everybody else out there, but one thing I have noticed is I'm getting more people just commenting and mentioning on my Facebook, on my Twitter, my Instagram, just people just add extra things in, and it's great that those people are in touch. So we have a host of tools, this one, but also we've all been on Zooms, we've all been on WebEx, Blue Jeans, whatever ones you're using, they're all there. Teams, they're all out there, but stay in touch. We are, by definition, interactive, and we like to be and see other people. So certainly take that on and allow people to come into your lives as many ways as you can do it. Next thing, to stay positive, limit the news. There's so much information, and in the words of someone very famous, don't get caught up with fake news. Just get caught up with the real stuff. Maybe limit yourself to maybe one briefing a day. Maybe take in that one briefing that hits the news. But constant checking of social media, BBC News websites, can never be great. The one site you might want to check, of course, is Captain Tom's Just Giving page. It's an amazing effort. 14 million pounds the last time I checked. So, you know, if we want a bit of positivity, I think he's given everybody a really good go there. The next thing, a little bit of positive communication. Be aware with the communication that you're giving out. Do people come to you because you're kind of radiating positivity? So think about when people talk to you, how you're coming across. So start the day. Every day is a good day. Now, we can liken this. I have another drink here as well. This is just water, honestly. Somebody said, somebody once asked, how heavy is the glass of water? How heavy is it? Well, the weight of it is all the same, but how heavy it is dependent on how long I hold it for. The longer I hold the glass for, the heavier the glass gets. So what I want to make sure we do to stop this being a heavy glass is every now and again, get rid of the water. So think about ways that we can push our not so good stuff away, whether we write it down, whether we have a buddy that we can speak to, but we don't always want to hang on to the good stuff. And then when we're going out to people in our social network, etc., and our work network, what we're giving is positive news, and that's what we want. The last thing here that I'm going to give, my 10th tip, is just 10 tips today, but it's just about routine. Try and get into a routine that will help. Tea at 3 could be a great routine, and we'll be moving forward this every Tuesday and Thursday. But tea at 3, we love a routine. Many of us were used to getting up and getting the 7:30 train or whatever it was, and that routine's been taken away from us. So they're important things. I'm going to recommend 2 TED Talks to watch. Actually, the first one's not a TED Talk, but you can find it on YouTube very easily, by a guy called William McRaven, and it's about routine. You might have heard of it, but what he says is a Navy SEAL, and he says, make your bed. Every morning, make your bed, and then whatever happens, you know, you've achieved one thing. I'll let him do the big bit, but he says, if you've had a bad day, at least you come home and your bed's made. The second TED Talk I'm going to recommend is by a guy called Sean Accor. It's called The Happiness Advantage. It's one that we use a lot at Hemsley Fraser, but it's a great TED Talk. Just a short, like little 12 minutes. It's a funny, entertaining, and really powerful message. These should be in the links. Hopefully these are going to crop up in the chat that I'm hoping that you guys can see. And so going forward, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to do these every Tuesday and Thursday. I'm going to be doing them. The next one we're going to look at is time management when you're working remotely. That's next Tuesday, April the 21st. Just to let you know, that's my birthday. So make sure you bring a piece of cake as well. I do also share my birthday with a very, very famous person in the UK. If you want me to deliver a topic that's specific to you, please let us know. You can drop it in the comments on the YouTube, because this will obviously be saved. Any topics you want to know about professionally, business skills that you think you could do with over the next few weeks, because the business world is changing at the moment. So drop them into us. I'll come back, 10 minutes, cup of tea, Tuesdays and Thursdays. But stay safe, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Have a great day. I hope to see you next Tuesday. Take care now.